Happy Friday, Lions. My name is Giulia Ventello.
I'm Ruby Hull.
And this is the Lions Roar. Today's date is Friday, April 11th. TGIF, am I right? Last month marked Theater in Our Schools Month. Lawrence High Thespians took to the Capitol and spoke with Kansas legislators about supporting school theater and arts programs.
That's right, Giulia. Say, I wonder if there's an even easier way for students to support theater at LHS. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The theater department's performance of Steel Magnolias opened last night. Let's take a look at how that's going.
So Steel Magnolias is a fairly classic play. It's done all over the country and kind of all over the world about a group of women in the South set in the 80s, and it's about their kind of found chosen family that they all kind of come together with, and then the comedy and the tragedy that kind of comes out of that.
My best experience is probably just getting to know the cast more and getting along with them. My biggest challenge is probably memorizing all my lines because this is my first role where I've had a lot of lines, but I've been getting better every rehearsal.
Be prepared to have a lot of fun. This show consists of really popular 70s, 80s, and 90s music. It's not a musical, but there's a lot of music in the show. It's all about an air guitar competition, which is something that a lot of people probably don't take super seriously, but that's kind of the point of the show, is to stop taking yourself so seriously and just sit back and have fun every now and then. So if you come see the show, you will absolutely have a blast.
They are all very passionate about their craft. They take it very, very seriously. The show doesn't necessarily make fun of air guitar, but it talks about how things that you may think are stupid can be fun to some people, and being judgmental just kills the vibe.
I am so amped about that. You can catch Steel Magnolias tonight or Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Black Box Theater. Buy tickets online or at the door. You know what else I'm amped about? Airness in the Black Box Theater the following week.
Oh, I get it. Amped, because that one's about air guitar.
Yes! You know what else I'm amped about? Algebra. Let's check out the new math program in this next segment.
The challenge of having students connect with math is no secret, but one new class here at LHS seeks to change that. The class is called AMPed, which stands for Algebra, Manufacturing, Process, Entrepreneurship, and Design. Here's more on how it holds up to its name.
AMPed is a class that we pair a math teacher with a CTE teacher, or like a business teacher, and we apply the mathematical concepts for kids to potentially, eventually, run a business. So the idea behind it is that we would be running a t-shirt business, and then the students would actually be the ones running it. They'd be the ones printing the shirts, they'd be the ones doing their bookkeeping, so then they'd see the algebraic relationship between running a business and actual algebra concepts that you would learn in an actual math class.
It gives you a real understanding of why you're doing the math. So if you're really good at math and it's your thing, that's one thing, but a lot of people struggle with math, and this gives them an actual use for the math. It makes it a little more easy to understand why we're doing what we're doing.
Every other day we have CTE Day with Mr. Evans or Big Mike. We get to make t-shirts. He teaches us about profit, revenue, and a bunch of other stuff like that. And then the math portion, you have to work in a group with the people at your table.
The purpose of it is kind of just to learn how business works and learn the math side of it too. So it's kind of like 2 in 1.
I mean, obviously there's still some concepts in math that are hard to relate to like real world things, and it's not like always applicable in that way. But I do feel like this class has been able to blend a lot of those concepts so that students can see this is where I could see it in the real world. And maybe not how they're personally going to use it in the real world, but just how it shows up in the real world.
This is the first year we've ever done it. We've had a lot of growing pains, but we're getting into it, and every day gets a little bit better. And this is our guinea pig class. Unfortunately, we had to start somewhere, but there's been ups and downs, but I think overall it's been a pretty good experience.
We're making t-shirts at the moment for other schools. So every other day you get to make a t-shirt depending on what portion you get to do. And I think that's really fun because you get to learn about a bunch of other different things besides just math, because other people, like, they don't like to learn about math every single day. They like to have stuff in between, and you get to, like, practically make a business every other day. And it's a math credit and it's an extracurricular credit.
Well, I've probably learned more in that class than I have in the whole of middle school. Like, it's the teacher who teaches it is amazing, and the teacher who teaches the CTE side is amazing.
This has been Connor Oster reporting for The Lions Roar.
Whoa, that sounds like some great brain exercise. Speaking of exercise, the track and field season is officially in full swing. We're handing it over to Adie for an update on the track team.
I think that in track, a lot of people kind of forget that there's more events than just running. But I think having the field events there, like, adds to our culture. Like, it kind of allows us to, like, appreciate other things than just how fast you can run. But I think people kind of, like, oversee it. It's just, like, how fast are you able to sprint? And there's really a lot more to that.
My name is Audrey Trowbridge, Coach Tro, and I'm the head track coach at Lone Pine. I think that when you think of, like, the track and field, you think of the Olympics a lot of times, and I think the hype is always around, like, the 100 and the 4x1. And so I think just the javelin thrower doesn't get called the fastest man on earth. Like,
so javelin's, like, not allowed in every single state, so it gives it a limit. And, you know, it's, like, also not very entertaining just because, you know, sprinters are always on top.
I think the sprints events, like, they're the ones that are on the track, and obviously, like, track comes first when you say track and field, and a lot of people just refer to it as that. So it's a lot of, like, the first thing that people think of. Lots of people don't really, like, realize how many other things that are going on.
I think that for our team, we do a really good job of kind of showing everybody what it takes to be on, to do every other event. I think track and field coaches who really bleed the sport understand the value of the throwers and understand the value of the distance, and so it's important as a coach of the track and field to teach kids what everybody else's hard work looks like. Like, you may not think it's very hard to run slow for 2 miles, but you haven't run 2 miles. So I think when you're in the sport, we do a good job of exploring everybody's events, teaching about everybody's events, and promoting everybody's event as a part of the greater good and the greater culture of the whole team.
Dang, those kids are fast.
Wow, yeah, I'd only run that fast if I were being chased by a shark or something.
That tracks. Actually, that's funny you should say that, because we have the most epic segment up next, LHS Shark Tank.
Hello, welcome to the first episode of Lion's Den. It's kind of like Shark Tank, only instead of having investors invest in businesses, we're gonna have teenagers judge other teenagers in redesigning a beloved school mascot. So, without further ado, let's meet our judges and our contestants.
I'm Devon Lavanksa. I am qualified because I won my 8th grade art program for Central.
I'm Cohen LeDuc, and I'm qualified because I won my kindergarten art show.
I'm James Poole. I'm qualified because I colored inside the lines before.
Bristol Wiseman, and I don't know, Dr. Pepper's just good. So. I'm Lily, and I'm awesome, and I know how to draw a John Port cow.
I'm Emmy, and I like Monster Energy. I might have an addiction.
I'm pretty sure half the school does. Okay, so.
I'm so happy to have such qualified judges and such talented artists. Now, each contestant chose an aesthetic from Chesty's great brew of aesthetics. Bristol chose goth/emo, Emmy chose coquette, and Lily chose scene kid. Now, without further ado, let's...
Wait, I want to switch.
What is that?
Yeah, we're switching. Yeah, I have scene kid now.
Okay.
I have
Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1, draw. Three, 2, 1, pencils down. interior designer. Thank you.
Wow, that was fantastic.
Jawsome.
I can't be refit.
Okay, don't be so sarcastic. Well, that's all we have for you today, Lions.
We hope you have a great weekend. Make sure to tune in to Monday's episode next week. And remember, it's a great day to be a lion. Rah!